Yeah. No. Okay. H3. Let's see just how this. And there is that. There is everybody. There is this and there. Let's. Hello, everybody. Join in on the live Discord. Okay. Twitter. Twitter. Okay. Nice.
Why?
Anything to do up here? There's some treasure hunting there.
My man's a sword swinger too.
Sword swinger.
Oh, it's hard to light a fire in this weather. Fuck!
Yes.
Nahal in his eye. Ought to use it.
No good, no evil, only pain. No good, no evil, only This is not the end.
This is interesting. Kill it me. This one.
Long as I'm not at sea, let it rain. Pretty boy. Damn it, I'll be late. Oh, that chase.
Bodies were found here. Gotta look for clues. Anything unusual. A child's footprints. Damn, lots of foot traffic. Hobnailed guards' boots. Unimportant.
I'm knackered.
Hoofprints, clearly. A horse? No horse I know walks on two legs.
Oh, could really use a piss.
Evidence all points to crippled Kate's. Empty perfume vial. Expensive. Neighborhood's a bit shabby for this.
I'm so wet.
This is it. That's not normal.
Where am I?
Seen anything strange around? That one. Charmed by a succubus? Gotta get in that house, see what's inside.
I was in the house. Mutant!
I'm so wet.
hell's this one doing out?
You stupid. Can't you see he's a witcher? Likely tracking some beast.
Help a poor bloke out. Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits.
Who are you?
Ever heard of witchers?
Have you come to kill me?
Dunno. Wanna talk first?
I was careless. Let them surprise me. They wish to kill me. I had to defend myself.
That it? No heartrending story about human hatred for all...
I'm not one to lie, nor do I kill without reason.
You gotta leave this...
And what if I don't?
I'll have to kill you.
I despise change. How stupid of me to walk into an ambush, let myself be surprised.
I'll have to lie about killing you. Usually I bring a trophy.
Very well, take this. And this, because I'm furious with you. Though I shall calm down once I'm away from this place.
No loitering round here.
Guards were killed.
Succubus?
Must have gone out a few times. Anyway, succubus won't harm.
Masterful. And here's your...
Farewell.
Ah!
Ah, that's the one, yeah.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! And it's raining again.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonk, of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them.
I'm looking for Corrine Till.
You've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside.
Not interested in what's going...
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact.
Why do you need to know the house's history?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after I would...
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture.
I'd like to go in...
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Bowers, economically.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it! Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away! Leave it! Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Way to the next room's blocked. Cradle on the second floor. Wonder what'd happen if I laid a doll in it.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll...
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not a...
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know.
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk...
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little...
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know.
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that?
If it looks like one and acts like one, you give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up.
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. But I love...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not...
Gave the banker a really big scare.
I don't want to...
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here,
A deal?
leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted.
You tell him that?
I'm a witcher.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not...
I don't hear that often.
Now go wake that sleepyhead.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this. I know it must sound foolish, but in the
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me.
We witchers have our way.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were...
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of...
All right.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me.
A bit of both. A demon had captured...
Did Corinne dream of the building?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she...
So many crowns I pay.
What was it happened to Foltest again? Shut off, Arse Munch.
Looking to make some coin too, mate. I'm warning you.
All right. We know all we need to know. Just one guard at the entrance.
I'll take care of him.
Thought you might. Me nose ain't all that sensitive. I'll not find them.
Fine. What do I...
Just leave the warehouse.
So, what's it gonna be?
Think like this, we try.
So, Ralph,
Deal of a lifetime.
Oh!
Too late to surrender.
What the hell? It's you! I know you! Mr. Dwarf, this is the thieving swindler I told you about. Are you following me, you scoundrel?
Ah, plowing nonsense. I knows him. It's Witcher Geralt.
A witcher? Well, it all makes...
You trade heads with Troll. A friend of Yap and Zigrin's a friend of mine. Now suck.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
How goes it, Master Witcher? Anything specific you're looking for in...
What I'm looking for is none of your business. Ought to just let me through.
Way's all clear.
Where are those crafting supplies? Must be it. Does stink of ammonia. That'd be it. Gotta signal them now.
Have you any idea whose warehouse this is, goat fucker?
Aye, Geralt. It's the bloke Atari told us about. The bugger who sleeps with Cleaver or something.
Sucrus! Why are you here? With the sorcerer? Oh, now I see. That is one hell of a jest you've pulled.
Hattori sent you? That ploughing non-human will be sorry his mother didn't strangle him with his navel string. But first, we'll feed you to the crabs.
Hands off my brother-in-law, swine. Only I can thrash him. Understood?
Brother, let's mop the floor with these ploughing Nordlings. Join us, Geralt. Adam.
Slow down, Sucrus.
I gotta save me brother-in-law.
Thieves! Cut him down!
Well, how long you gonna make? That'd be it. Gotta signal them now.
Have you any...
Aye.
Sook Hator!
And, brother, let's mop.
Give him here, Sucrus.
Tweersag!
Thieves! Cut him down!
That'd be it. Gotta signal them now.
Aye.
Sook Hator!
Hands off.
Brother.
Give him here.
Tweersag!
Give me back!
Pathetic.
You could conquer all Novigrad with this fighter. So could you. I love you like a brother, you unkempt bagger. Friends?
Course, friends. What good has Beckering ever brought us?
Where's that Draka that hit me?
Don't mean to spoil your reunion, but what'll we do with Van?
We'll take him to Skellige before he comes to. Won't be any more trouble to you. And maybe we'll try a new venture. But first we have to move these crates.
True. I had to pay him a visit too.
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
It only ever rains these days. Jackasses!
What happened?
Islanders from Skellige. They've
Taken over?
clobbered the innkeep, tossed out the girls, then set to drinking. They've been going...
Yeah, so...
But you look to be an honest man. Help us.
Fine.
Really? So there are good men left.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Geralt, you return safe.
I do. You do.
Never better. Once Van Horn had finally left, Cleaver lost interest in swordsmiths. I can forge swords again.
Glad to hear.
You've no notion how glad I am. Have no need of sucrus anymore, and can devote myself to what I truly...
So now can you craft me?
Naturally. It is what we agreed. Give me a few days.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt.
Listen,
That is great. Okay. Okay, let's do that.
so long.
To puke or not to puke, that is the...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, mate. Gotta fill your horn elsewhere. This establishment's part of...
Seems to me we're still in Novigrad, and in Novigrad.
Just how's that? You're not allowed to drink in peace? Have a bit of fun. Leg it, man.
Collect your friends and go. On your...
Hey. Those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
I'm...
Thanks so much. We're not rich.
It's plenty.
Mustn't think like that. I shan't enlist again.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions.
Your gift.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of... I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though
What do you see?
I don't. It's my client who sees. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events.
Let's begin.
To start with,
What for?
do as I ask, please. I need the...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already...
By destiny.
by something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to
Yes.
No need to rush.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable.
I see.
Yes.
In that case,
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try.
These memories.
I have more to...
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots are... I tried to do something, but... A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yet, Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a... That was the last time.
You claim the woman has ability.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about them. I see.
Yeah. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She... travels between worlds. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different... and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see.
I remember Ciri having trouble... Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her. But I know it took her a while to gain control. And frankly...
I see.
No.
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue.
Make yourself comfortable, and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be.
If Ciri couldn't find...
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first.
At times the dreams can multiply.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the Rosemary and Thyme and...
The Rosemary and...
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come...
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher.
sighed gravely.
Snake eye. Got a snake.
Washed your hair lately? Hard times you live in,
You always wear tight trousers.
I'll never come back, you stinking staddies.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get! Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
We can't kill him!
Shut up and fight.
Told you this place was no good. Oh, reminds me of a piece of war. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Please, now we can greet each other.
Hey, Zoltan.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lager. You, though, you've withered a bit.
Gods.
Fuck off, Geralt.
I'm looking for... I know she came to Nova...
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I would... But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in...
See her in your...
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her?
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important.
Meaning?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could... Well, just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boat. Dandelion gone. The tavern chock full of bums. Haven't it?
Let's look around.
Prime idea. That's it. Geralt, pal. Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous...
10 barrels of Toussaint drop.
No, that's exactly what we're looking... It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually...
Give him a chance. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, he also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. Ah, here it is.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped.
That's what I'm counting. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in you.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural?
Wonderful. Meet me back...
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying for it. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honor. And the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught us right to yodel, and I...
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenhove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
Still here?
Just checking to see that everything's...
Actually, glad you're still here. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the...
A baroness within reach and he's...
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that.
Yeah. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales...
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the
Meaning? Huh. Truly
You didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool trigger.
Vespula. Name rings a bell.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a
That's her.
Threw flower pots at.
Guess soul flame.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. Dwarf. Never
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Gwahir. Well...
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the
Yes. You know...
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But
how dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean...
A figure most rare, her nature... Well,
not without reason. Never been much for elven women.
You want to take the...
Nah, you can...
Why?
See, elven beauties...
Well...
Long as the black ones are chasing gorillas... Novigrad.
Let's go, Jared. Come on, we need another.
Poor road steeds back.
You flee to Maria too?
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's...
Really?
The King of Beggars made a deal with...
Didn't hear nothing about...
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men...
Not entirely out of kindness.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a... What do you think? We're...
Probably out whoring. That horse.
Ouch. What did he do to get you?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And? No more than a week, huh? 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out.
This woman he was with in the harbor.
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more like. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen?
Maybe he likes them.
Maybe.
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their... I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dan...
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
All souls praise the eternal fire.
Welcome.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up.
Sorry, I thought.
Oh, so it's that. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion...
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind.
Don't think I want to know what...
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a...
I know this is none of my...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside. Have you never thought to become someone else?
I managed to... What did you and Dandelion...
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. In fact, he desperately wished to meet...
Kalkstein's in Novigrad?
What? You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre.
Really?
What? Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get...
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on the next... Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to...
Thanks for your help.
I can help with much more. If... Greetings. Come to look at...
Glad to take it.
Of course, please do.
Wouldn't mind if you...
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a few.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind if...
Greetings. Come to look over my...
Wouldn't mind if you...
doing?
And her lad deals fish take.
And whosoever contributes coin to the
This
cause...
ain't all the way to go.
Did you catch him? No.
What do you want?
Rosavar Atra's expecting me.
Come with me, Miss Rose. I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little... Follow me.
You're my new instructor? Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
You're quick!
Shut up.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you?
Guards aren't up to muster. Let me right in. Just had to tell them I was here to teach you swordplay.
I told Father they're a band of imbeciles. But if you're not the instructor, then who exactly are you? Have you come to rob? Kill? Speak!
Neither. So what do you say we stay calm? Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hope, but... don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly...
Mean he wasn't? But you...
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight.
Come on!
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
How long you gonna make me wait?
Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should...
Can't rightly refuse a...
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sis. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally, I was left to repel the aging Rosa. I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't...
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I...
Listen, I just want to know one thing.
Edna might have. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with passion. For one who incessantly praises another woman's
Dandelion act any different?
Strange? It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly know... Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed...
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of...
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you.
We've picked up a few things.
Emperor continuing to push north.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to...
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing...
Wonder how the war's going.
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never...
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest... And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip...
Changing subject. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just... I'd say it worked. You've gone up. Your face will be red when I...
Been a pleasure.
Exceedingly nice to... Well, can I...
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it.
How's here, tomorrow? Same...
See you then.
Sen?
I wish you health. All right.
Ah, now she...
Move on.
Excuse me.
I am she. Wait outside, class.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about
Geralt, I know you. Fine, if you're eager to join... Children, sadly the Ratcatcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honored to welcome a Witcher.
But...
Yeah, this is grand!
You shan't disappoint. So, who would like to...
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
It means that due to our mutations, we have an overdeveloped libido.
Libido? When a girl likes a witcher, the witcher says, "What'll you give me for killing a monster?" And she says, "Anything you want." So the witcher says, "Heh heh heh. Then you'll give me something you weren't expecting at all." And that's where little witches come from.
Children, what's the meaning of...
Is it true witches
A man cursed who's turned into a monster, a witcher, even if he's a king.
So King Foltest, what's it like to cut off... Can you show us how to cut off... Can we try your potions?
Enough! That is...
Yeah!
Bid farewell to Master...
It's great, you came!
I'd have rather had the right...
So please do tell me.
Thanks. That was an ordeal. Think I'd rather face a swarm of neckers than a...
The rat catcher had no
Oh yeah? How's he?
He's dead. Bubonic plague, it seems. I didn't want to upset the children.
I know you saw...
Oh, yes. Long...
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess what...
Mold. That was his in... When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you.
Really? Horses have always fascinated me. Gee up! A snakely whip, a stallion, dance, but...
Sorry. See Dandelion?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He said he never came back to see me. So I thought...
Thanks for your help.
Buzz off. Hey, not like that.
Well, well, another freak.
I'm gonna be a butcher when I grow up.
This baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emhyr. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some
Well, if Molly...
On our way, then.
Come on, Molly.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl,
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horse?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly o-
Pardon?
I did come here to...
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't know anything about the chestnut?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you man.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of
Well said. So, which steed?
Heard tales of Zerrikanian horses.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will...
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of!
Faster.
Don't spare the horse! Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of!
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your
Ah, yes, Molly. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be...
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if...
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the...
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to
No. Sadly, the Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good... or maybe his sister.
Any chance you remember your...
Of course. He came to...
What? Why do you need a bard?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of... Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me aria.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way...
These packages. Any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer.
Exceptionally. And very loving as well.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh,
Thanks, Mug.
wait. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings. But he never...
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those...
Oh, that's wonderful!
Ah, Geralt, there you are.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad.
I'd say the same. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with...
Ah, Geralt!
Big changes.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summoned...
You know a lot.
I must. I am...
What's your father got to do?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cyrilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side.
Farewell.
What shall I whip up for supper? There's naught.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Help the poor bloke out.
The eternal fire protects us.
So, how do you go with this thing? I was faffing a bit out minding my own business when suddenly he pops and heals me.
Non-human, are you? Up for your kind beyond.
What am I to do now?
How are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Zoltan, you... Ah, you're back!
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble
Sure you know me that well. Mark my words, but we want to talk about... So,
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed thing is, mystery woman.
what's she supposed?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently.
It's Priscilla.
Why wasn't she?
Miss Priscilla wasn't like the others.
He lusts after every other woman.
How can I explain?
Himself.
Exactly.
What can I say? Could be fun.
She's his match, all right. Glad his head's on fire.
All right. Guess we...
Priscilla works with the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of...
Must you always...
I think I'm in love. To do people.